guys, and what is up? It is me, the King, Caleb Coho, back again for another episode of Fandom Fights here in the teams division. We have another round one matchup for our tournament, and it is going to be an entertaining one. But here to co-host today with me is our very own commissioner, Tim Smith. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Yeah, it's going to be good seeing both of these two teams come at it for their both debut of it, with one who's very boisterous and hyped and needs a victory, and then of course the other one is, you know, a very dominant team. But it's going to be interesting to see how well they do in the world of fandom. Movies, we know how they do, so fandom is, we're going to see how that goes for them.
Absolutely. Our two teams competing today are Smartacus, a team that we've all been anxiously awaiting to arrive in fandom. We've seen what they can do in all the other leagues and in general movies, so it's finally time to see what they do in our Inner Geekdom style division. The other team is Pat Out of Hell, which everyone has been talking about as being one of the most entertaining and boisterous teams across the internet. And now it's time to see what they know in the realm of fandom. But with that being said, I think that's enough of us talking, and let's go to the competitors to hear what they have to say right now in promos.
Well, here we are, and yet another league that I have to beat up a whole bunch of boys in. And, well, we get Pat Out of Hell, a great team band in China. This shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Not every single question is going to involve Billy Joel's role in Oliver and Company, so I think we're pretty good there from Chris. And at some point in this match, I'm pretty sure Pat's going to get tired of carrying his butt. I'm kind of predicting a quick and easy match, and not just because I feel like crap and I'm actually working stone cold sober for once. So let's just get this over with and beat these boys up, shall we?
So here we are again, Pat Out of Hell, back. Now we're doing this Inner Geekdom division, and I keep hearing these people nagging online saying I'm carrying Chris and all this shit. I'm not carrying Chris. Chris is my friend, and yeah, he may not always be great at trivia, but I love him, and I don't know. I don't know who these people are. Who even is Smartacus? Really? Who is this? Why are we doing this? I was just trying to work. I'm come home. I just want to watch movies. They're telling me I got to get in this match, and now here we are. I'm tired, man, but I guess we'll just have to make sure this is a quick match. I know they're talking, saying that they don't think we're going to get through this. I think they're wrong. I think that we're going to have to give them a fight, and then we'll just say bye to them as they leave us behind, and it'll be great.
This is the time of ascension, the time of destruction, and the time of annihilation. Smartacus does not know what they are saying. Pat will not be carrying me, and I will not be carrying Pat. We will both be on a laundry list of greatness up until the end of heaven. We are going to be soaring, we are going to be flying, we are going to be pile driving these Smartacus asses to the end of the era. They are down, they are going to be drugged, they are going to be dug in a hole, and they are going to be silenced because we are going to win. We are the Renegades, and we will rock.
And those were our promos. Chris Clark giving an Oscar-worthy performance, maybe a Razzie-worthy performance, depending on your views of good and evil. But it was quite the promos, quite the words. Just wanting to, Jess and Jen looking to just wipe the floors with Pat Out of Hell. Pat and Chris assuring that there will be no carrying, only destruction. What do you think, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, Smartacus is really confident with their win, and you know, Pat has to say, I think, contractually obligated to say that he will not carry Chris Clark. But as we've seen from past matches with his funny answers, we'll find out. And of course, I think Chris is on hot hills of grandeur, but we'll see with this match. We will see. We will see, Caleb.
We certainly will see, and we're going to see it right now as we get to our proper introductions. Introducing first, representing House Night Fury, making their Fandom Fight team's debut. They are the Vicious Trollop, Jessica Morgan, and Jen Kip. They are Smartacus. and their opponents. Also making their Phantom Fight Team's debut, representing the Renegade Angels, they are the Cobblepot Commander, Chris Clark, and Patrick Campbell, the Pact Out of Hell!
Let's rock this. Let's rock this. Wait, Pat, are you ready for this? Let's do this.
I'm always ready. I was born ready.
Yeah, we're frothy.
Round number 1 is going to work like this. Everyone's going to be playing to represent their team through the first round of 10 questions from 10 individual predetermined categories. If you get all 10 right, that's a perfect first round, and the person who gets it, or the people who get it, will get a bonus question just for them. Then we get into round number 2 and round number 3. But any questions on round number 1?
All good.
All right. Tim, you want to give them their first question?
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, your first question is in the realm of Back to the Future. Name one of Biff's 3 friends that help him harass George in Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, beloved film, cult classic, spawned 2 sequels, and definitely not animated TV show with a grumpy old man that is referred to as a pickle.
Yeah.
May or may not be connected, apparently. Who knows?
Yeah, with continuity, you can never know with anything nowadays.
Absolutely. Looks like everyone's getting ready, so we'll go to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we will start with Chris.
Started with an M. Mike?
That is incorrect. We'll go over to Jen.
Remember someone wearing 3D glasses, so shades?
That is incorrect. We'll go over to Pat.
I said glasses.
Yeah, right?
That is not his name, but you're both thinking of the right person, and we'll go over to Jess.
I don't know. I just said Frank.
Janice.
That's incorrect. We would have accepted Skinhead, Match, or 3D.
Match. I was thinking.
I almost wrote 3D.
Yeah.
Damn it.
3D, yeah.
I knew one of them started with an M, and it was like, yeah, whatever.
Well, we've got it out of the way that there will be no perfect rounds here today. The monkey is off of everyone's backs. But maybe the next question will get them back on track, which comes to the category of the MCU. What Infinity Stone does Thanos already have at the start of Avengers Infinity War?
Very good movie. I love this movie.
A fantastic one. I agree with Christian Harlow's sentiments that it gets better with every watch, and it has become my favorite MCU film.
Oh, yeah.
I would like to say that that's true as well.
Absolutely. We'll give them 5, 4, 3, 2,
I don't know.
1. Pens down. This time we will start with Jess.
I believe it's the Power Stone, the purple one that was on Xandar.
That is correct. We'll go over to Pat.
Nice.
Power.
That is correct. We'll go over to Jen.
Power, the purple one.
That is correct. And we'll go over to Chris.
I blanked. I said vengeance.
Oh, almost the perfect sweep.
All right, Chris. Let it go. It's okay.
Oh, this is going to be fantastic. We're going to destroy them.
All right, your third question in the realm of everybody's favorite, especially from House Night Fury. Their manager loves this, even though he can't answer questions right. In the realm of Star Wars, how many Star Wars films are directed by George Lucas? Always have to take that nib at Nico every time I can, Caleb. You know.
Oh, you got it. Nico loves it. It comes with the territory of being a manager. You got to take the digs every now and then.
Yeah.
Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll start with Chris.
1, 2, 3, and 4. It's 4.
That is correct. Go over to Jen.
I said 2.
That's incorrect. Go over to Pat.
It is 4, but it's probably closer to like 4.5 because of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah, more like 4.5.
And we'll go over to Jess.
Crap, I said 3.
Ooh, that's a big swing for Pat out of Hell, who is now up 3-2 as we get into our fourth question, which comes from Star Trek, the older brother of Star Wars. What planet does Nero destroy in 2009's Star Trek?
I think you can say with Star Trek, it's a lot more cultured than Star Wars. I think you can say.
I think Star Trek is the older brother that was nerdier and did knowledgeable in high school, and then the younger brother was the more popular one that was just really good at football.
Yeah, I mean, if Robert Meyer Burnett was here, he would probably agree because he's probably seen these like I have, the whole diagrams of each level of an imaginary ship that he probably knows off the top of his head. But
He hates these movies too, the new ones. Oh.
I don't blame him on some of them.
I am one of the rare Trekkies that finds them very enjoyable. We'll go 5.
As well, am on that camp.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we're going to start with Jen on this one.
The Vulcan.
That is correct. We'll go over to Pat.
It is Vulcan.
That is correct. We'll go over to Jess.
It's Vulcan.
That is correct. And we'll go over to Chris.
I said Nebulcon. Nope, I didn't get it.
That is incorrect, and it is now a tie game at 4-piece once again.
It's like whenever we get to the clear sweep, Chris just lets us down. Maybe we should start with Chris to take the pressure off of him.
I would appreciate if the judges would be nicer to my teammate. I think that the pressure is really riding him right now. That is not fair. Everybody's saying all these things. I think we just need to let him get through this. Right?
All right. Your next question comes in the realm of everyone's favorite mouse, Disney.
Mm-hmm.
What is Flynn Rider's real name in Tangled? First name is acceptable.
Just the first name is all we're really looking for. But
Well, you're getting both.
oh well, Jen knows this one. Tangled, one of the more underrated gems of the second Disney Renaissance.
I thought Tangled was DreamWorks. This is great.
Well, Chris is getting an education here today. And count him down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll start with Pat on this one.
Nope, I forgot.
It's unfortunately unacceptable. We'll go to Jess.
Steve.
That is incorrect. We'll go over to Chris.
Charming?
That's incorrect. And Jen.
Eugene Fitzherbert.
That is correct on all
Oh,
accounts.
Eugene. That's a good name.
Oh, god damn it.
This
Your
is a great match so far.
Your next question comes from the world of Marvel, non-MCU. What is the name of Deadpool's love interest?
Caleb, I really should have known Jess was going to get that Disney question just for the Disney match they had. I should have known.
I mean, I felt confident she was going to get it as soon as I hadn't quite finished saying the question, and she had first and last name on her board.
Yeah.
We'll give it a 5. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jack Frost is not an accepted answer.
No.
Hands down. We'll start with Jen this time.
Vanessa?
That is correct. We'll go over to Chris.
I blanked. She's Leslie Tompkins. I blanked. Yep.
All right. We'll go over to Jess.
It's Vanessa.
That is correct. And Pat.
It is indeed Vanessa.
That is correct.
All right. Smartacus taking that lead back. Let's go into our next question. In the worlds of not the worlds of DC, but DC outside the worlds of DC cinematic.
Dang,
universe.
that Comic-Con announcement, that was so unnecessary.
Yeah, it really was. It's not like that's going to save your shitty company. All right. Your question is, who does the Penguin partner with in his, what the
You might would you like some assistance, sir?
I mean, I know who you're
No,
talking about.
how you have that worded is just so. Who does the Penguin partner within his team to take over the city in Batman Returns?
I think it's just the way you're reading it out loud is in
makes
broken
sense.
words.
Maybe I'm just overthinking it.
Partner with.
Yeah.
You're putting a space there. Just say it together. It's easier.
No, I'm saying it how it's worded here, folks.
Yeah. It's okay.
It makes sense.
All right, good. I'm glad it makes sense because I forgot that this was in Tim's set of questions, and if that was the case, I would have flipped it around.
Yeah, because the way I'm looking at it, I don't know. Maybe I'm just dyslexic with words. Who knows?
You know, we get it. We get it, Tim. The words are hard for you. It's all right. We'll go. Fine.
I can't wait. It's going to be hard for you when Team Edie's whoops your ass.
One in your dreams. Pens down.
No, in reality, sir.
We'll start with Pat.
It's fucking Chris Walken, and I can't remember his name.
It is Chris Walken, but we can't. We need the actor name. We'll go to Jess.
It's Max Schreck.
That is correct. And we'll go to Chris.
I can read my own whiteboard.
You won't regret this, Mr. Shrek. It's Max Shrek.
That is correct. And we'll go to Jen.
I kind of take issue with this question because I said Catwoman because he partners with Catwoman.
No, he tries to get her to partner with him, and
But they did the whole thing with the Miss whatever Christmas thing together. Like they partnered on a plan together.
I mean,
But
he
it
tries to get
wasn't a scheme to take over the city though.
No, we did specify the take over the city scheme.
I
Catwoman
understand,
is,
but
Yeah.
I have issue with the question. I thought it was very easy for a reason. Yeah, that's why.
Ooh. Alrighty. Next category. It comes from the world of Pixar movies. Pixar. What does Linguini call Remy in Ratatouille?
Oh.
I agree with Jake Marangoni when we say this is the best film Pixar has made.
Yeah. I'd go with Toy Story, but that's just my opinion.
See, the OG Toy Story doesn't hold up as well as the sequels.
How dare you, sir? How
Toy
fucking
Story-
dare
I agree
you?
with that. I agree
Toy
with
Story 2, I think, is the best of the three. I think 3 relies heavily on nostalgia, but this is a discussion for a Pixar roundtable day. We'll give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Chris on this one.
that. Lil Pudge? I don't remember it.
Incorrect. We'll go to Jen.
Little Chef.
There you go. That was
Close. You gotta have.
And we'll go to Pat.
It is Little Chef.
Yep.
Is correct. And Jess.
And I had Little Buddy.
Ooh, incorrect.
All right. Your next question in everybody's favorite category of scores and soundtracks.
Woo.
Who composed the score for 1989's Batman?
Oh, okay.
A little bit of softball here as we get towards the end of the round.
Yeah.
His score for Batman Returns is even better.
When you have to write questions for a lot of matches, sometimes it's easy to just give one softball that's hasn't been asked yet, because people overlook this one. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jen on this one.
Danny Elfman.
That is correct. We'll go over to Pat.
It would be Danny Elfman.
That is correct. Go to Jess.
Danny Elfman.
That is correct. And Chris.
Danny Elfman.
That is correct for the clean sweep. And your final question here in round number 1 comes from the Worlds of DC, formerly known as the DCEU. Who plays Jonathan Kent in the Worlds of DC films?
Oh, God.
Come on, man.
I think he's a suitable Jonathan Kent.
Yeah, I thought he did
His
very well
name-
as Jonathan Kent. I really
But the
did.
one good thing in the current garbage fire that is CEO.
I'm blanking on his name. Oh my god.
Reminder to competitors that you have 3 repeats for the
Can I get a repeat for us, please?
Sure, that will be the first repeat for Pat Out of Hell.
Yeah.
All right. Your question is from the Worlds of DC. Who plays Jonathan Kent in the Worlds of DC films?
What's his name?
You know, this franchise kind of little shaky, but
A little?
a little shaky. They've got some good ones. They got a few good ones. 1 or
A
2,
little shaky?
maybe 3.
Singular good ones.
Well, I think Man of Steel and Wonder Woman are good. Come on. Batman vs. Superman, the Ultimate Cut's not awful either.
Oh, the dumpster fire that is BBS, yes.
3, 2, 1. Pens down, and we'll start with Jess.
Kevin Costner, Rand will
That's
tell
his
about this
name.
role.
That is correct. We'll go over to Pat.
Would be Kevin Costner.
That is correct. We'll go to Jen.
Kevin Costner, don't save the dog.
That's correct. And Chris.
I just had JFK. I couldn't pull his name.
Oh,
Unfortunately, an unacceptable answer. And with that, at the end of round 1, Smartacus is up 13 to Pat Out of Hell's 10, which means we have an intense close game here going into round number 2, which works like this. Each team is going to get a chance to spin the lovely wheel that we have here on wheeldecide.com. When you spin the wheel, you land on a category. If you like it, you're going to get 5 questions worth 2 points apiece. If you don't know the answer, you can go to multiple choice, but it will be at the expense of a point, making it only worth 1. If you do not like what you land on, you can spin again, but you're stuck with whatever you land on. The only category you can't spin off of is opponent's choice. Don't be that smart guy. And any questions?
Nope.
All right, Smartacus, you are in the lead. Would you like to go first or defer to Pat Out of Hell?
What do you think, Jess?
What'd you think?
Don't care.
Pick something!
You guys go.
All right, Pat Out of Hell, you are going to be spinning first. These are your categories on the wheel. Your options are Star Trek, Back to the Future, Disney, Indiana Jones, Fast and Furious, MCU, Scores and Soundtracks, and Pixar, with players and opponent's choice on the wheel. All right, Tim, you want to spin that wheel for him?
All right. Spin it to win it. Here we go.
And your spin is away, and it looks like it's going to land on Disney.
We can keep that, Pat, or do you want to try to get that Back to the Future?
You could go so deep. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
Did all right with it before.
Do you want to stick with it, or do you want to spin again? Because
No.
if we spin,
And let's spin again just in case.
yeah.
All right, they're going to spin again.
All right. Yeah. There we go.
And the second spin is away. Reminder, you're stuck with whatever you land on this time, and it looks
Just
like
hope
it
it's
is.
not Fast and the Furious.
It is Disney, so you are going to answer Disney questions regardless.
All right, that's fine. That's good.
And I would have rocked Fast and the Furious, Chris. That's what I was.
Oh, that's all. Oh, okay.
All right, your first question, guys, in the realm of Disney is: in Moana, what is the name of the island that Maui stole the heart from?
What is that called?
Multiple choice.
All right. Multiple choice options are A, Matunui, B, Tika, C, Tefiti, or D, Mahua.
Those are great multiple choice options.
While Jen is laughing in the background right now.
There she is. C.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
That would be correct for 1 point.
Nice.
Your second question. In the Jungle Book, what does King Louis call fire?
Oh, fire.
Multiple choice.
Yeah, I'm gonna know when I hear it.
He's
All right,
singing the song.
your multiple choice options are A, Red Flower, B, The Embers, C, Orange Blaze, or D, Man's Gift.
It's A.
Yeah,
Final answer.
that'll be final answer.
All right, that is correct
Yep.
for a point. Your third question in Disney. What is the name of the Pirates Port where Jack and Will get slapped by women for Jack's behavior in Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest?
Tortuga.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Your fourth and penultimate question is, what is the name of Rapunzel's pet chameleon in Tangled?
Pascal.
That is correct for 2 more points.
Holy shit!
And
they
your-
came to play.
And your final question. What is the name of the mother cat in The Aristocats?
Multiple choice.
One of my favorites.
Your options are A, Duchess, B, Marie, C, Madame, or D, Scat Cat.
Is it Duchess or is it Skak? I think it's Duchess.
Duchess, I'm pretty
Yeah, I think it's Duchess.
All right.
Final answer. Yeah.
Duchess is correct for a
Yeah.
point. And at the end of Pat Out of Hell's round, they are up to 17, with Smartacus behind them with 13, and their opportunity to spin the wheel.
Which I do want to point out really quick. Jen was foaming at the mouth. It's like a shark in blood and water, folks. It was
And Pat Out of Hell
It hurt
pulling
me not to just
going
shut this
5
up.
for 5. 5
Pat-
for 5. Perfect.
Pat,
second
you
round.
killed it.
Yeah.
I want it to be known that we made sure that didn't get knocked over at all. We came to fucking play.
Boom.
Well,
All
Disney
right.
is now off the board for Smartacus, and their spin is in.
What's it gonna be? It looks like it's gonna be.
Fucking hell.
Well, they get a
That's
free
great.
respin.
Why is this always on Disney now?
We need to get a new wheel weighted. I'm just saying.
It happened the other time too, and it hits Back to the Future.
What do you think, Jess?
There's enough on there that I'm feeling a bit more confident on, maybe.
Yeah.
But
Considering
if
you
it is
both
the
missed
second time,
one
if
Back
it's
to
the
the Future
second
question
time-
already. So it's spin again?
All right, they're gonna
Yeah.
spin it again,
All right.
and it looks like it's gonna land on. Oh my gosh, it's Disney again. It was almost Indiana Jones. To be fair, it was almost Indiana Jones.
Fuck this
Go ahead and
wheel.
spin it
Fuck
again.
this wheel.
That fucking wheel.
All right, this is the one you're stuck with, and it's.
Oh my fucking Christ.
I swear to God, if it's Disney.
Is there a way to delete the thing off of it?
Yeah, just delete that wheel slice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Or just give us another Disney questions. I'm ready.
No.
I mean, I'd have to go digging, but yeah, no.
He
Here.
needs to keep all of this in.
No, this is all gonna make the blooper reel for the end of the year.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, go ahead and
All
spin it
right.
again.
It just lands on fucking
Resident
It's gonna land
Disney.
on
player's
player's
choice.
choice.
Well, they deserve that.
You think of Pixar?
Pixar, I think, is the strength for both of us of these choices. Yeah.
All right,
All right.
we'll do Pixar.
Tim, you want to administer to them their questions in the realm of Pixar?
All right. Now that I can close that fucking wheel of disaster and torment. I have never seen that, folks. I apologize.
Never
It's the
seen that
very
ever.
first. All right, ladies, your first question in the realm of Pixar. What is the numerical code that the CDA agent yelled out while tracking or while tackling the monster with the white sock in Monsters Inc.?
I think it's 2319. What do you think, Jess?
Let's go with it.
All right, 2319.
They are correct for 2 points. All right, your second question, ladies. Who wrote and directed Inside Out?
Pete Docter, wasn't it?
That sounds right.
Okay, Pete Doctor.
Correct for another 2 points.
And with that, we're tied again.
Jesus Christ. All right, ladies, your third question. Besides its win for Best Animated Feature, name 2 of the 4 other Oscars Ratatouille was nominated for.
2 of 4, you said?
Yes.
2 of the
Besides
4.
picture, okay. Well, I would think score would definitely be one of them. Any thoughts on this? Nominated for 4. I would guess score and visual effects. What do you think? I don't know what else.
We kind of broke up on
animated
these,
stuff.
so if anything else, we can go multiple.
Yeah, let's go multiple.
Okay, your multiple choice options are A, Best Original Screenplay and Best Original Score, B, Best Original Score and Best Director, C, Best Sound Editing and Best Production Design, or D, Best Sound Mixing and Best Original Song.
I'm leaning towards D. Because they have all that different kitchen sounds. It kind of makes sense.
Yeah. If you're comfortable with it, I'm fine with it.
I don't know. Ratatouille is such a great movie. You could honestly get any of these things for me, but I would say D.
Okay.
Pat out of hell, you have a chance to steal for 1 point.
Could we get the options again?
Sure.
Oh, I hate you. All right, your options again, because Chris Clark wants to be irritating to me. A, Best Original Screenplay and Best Original Score. B, Best Original Score and Best Director. C, Best Sound Editing and Best Production Design. Or D, Best Sound Mixing and Best Original Song.
Pat, I wanted to say that they got it for Best Director.
The answer is A. The answer is A. It's sound, it's score and screenplay.
Oh, okay. Then we'll go with that final answer.
All right, for 1 point. 1 point steal.
Cool.
All right, Smartacus, your third question out of 5. Oh, fourth question, sorry. I'm an idiot. What is Frozone's last name in The Incredibles?
I think it's Buddy Pine, I think. Anything?
Well, no, Buddy is,
He grows up into Syndrome. I think his name is Buddy Pine.
but no, he's asking about Frozone.
Oh, Frozone. Sorry. I thought we said Syndrome. that's ears. Syndrome is Lucius Fox, right?
Lucius Fox is the guy from Batman.
That is right. Yeah, it's oh God. Okay, yeah, it's Lucius. What's his last name? All right, I think we have multiple choice on this one.
4.
Okay, multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice is A, Best, B, Fox, C, Green, or D, Malfoy.
I think it's the first one.
Best?
Best.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go with that. Best.
All right, you are correct for 1 point. And your last question out of Pixar. Bonnie Hunt voices Sally in the Cars trilogy, but she also lends her voice to what other Pixar franchise in its entirety?
So it has to be a franchise. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Franchise. We'll count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Right, well, hold on. It was besides Cars, right?
Yes, besides Cars.
Besides Cars. All right, yeah, multiple choice.
All right, multiple choice options are A, Toy Story, B, Monsters, Inc., C, Finding Nemo, or D, The Incredibles.
See, I know she does a voice in Toy Story. I don't think she was in the whole franchise, like every movie. I don't remember her being in the other. I know she's in Bug's Life.
4,
I would say Toy Story.
2. Final
Sure.
answer?
Yeah.
Hat Out of Hell, A Chance to Steal.
Finding Nemo.
That is also incorrect. The correct answer is Monsters, Inc.
Who is she in Monsters?
Where's she voice?
She has 2 minor voice roles in Monsters Inc. and in Monsters University.
What are they, though? I want to know.
I don't know the names off the top of my head.
So wait, it's not a character throughout?
It's
Is the
worked
question
on the
sounded
entire
like-
in the entirety of the franchise. Voiced a character through the franchise. So,
Okay,
I
it
just
sounded like it
don't
was a
remember the name off the top of my
character
head.
throughout
I just couldn't remember the name
series.
of it. Yeah. No, the franchise is Monsters Inc. She does voice a character in Toy Story, though. So you're on the right
Yeah, I
track.
know she did one in Toy Story, but I thought we were looking for a character that existed throughout the thing. Whatever. I still don't know who it is.
But with that is the end of round number 2. No one capitalizing on that. And at the end of round number 2, we are all tied up at 18 points apiece for both teams as we get into round number 3, which works like this. This is our betting round. Round number 3 is going to work like this. We're going to give the category issue to the field. Both teams will pick a representative for the question and how many points they would like to bet between 0 and 2 points. You get the question right, you get the points. You get it wrong, you lose the points. The person who did not answer the first question will have to answer the second. When we get to the third question, you'll have the opportunity to flip them again or switch them again for 3 and 4. 5, you'll each be issued. Each team will be issued separate questions so they can indeed confer on the final one. Should we get there, we go until someone is mathematically eliminated or reaches 0 points, which is the Jim and Nico rule. Any questions?
No.
All right. A reminder, Pat Out of Hell has 2 repeats. Smartacus has 3. And the first category issued to the field is Indiana Jones. Who's going to answer the question for both teams?
You want me to go, Chris? Or you
I
want-
think Indiana Jones. You know what? I feel like I think that you probably have this in the bag. So
I'll
go for
take
it. Yeah.
All right, so Pat and Jess, are you taking it for Smartacus?
Do you mind?
I'm just afraid Star Trek pops up next, but I think you're stronger in Indiana Jones.
All right. So Jess and Pat are taking it. How many points would you like to bet between 0 and 2 points? Give us some time to write it down.
Sorry.
That's okay. All right, and Jess, how many points you betting?
Well, I'm probably going to regret it, but 2.
All right, and Pat?
Also 2.
All right, your question in the realm of Indiana Jones is this. Which indie film is the only one to be nominated for Best Picture?
I hear the words film and my mind goes somewhere else.
Indiana Jones, not. Fun fact, Caden McMillan's favorite category is Indiana Jones, in fact.
Of course it is with him.
Absolutely loves it. Every time he spins it, he smiles through gritted teeth. We'll go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Jess.
Raiders?
That would be Raiders. And Pat.
Raiders of the Lost Ark, the full title.
Both of you get 2 points, which ties us up at 20 again as we get to the second category, which Jen and Chris have to answer. Tim, what category are they answering from?
They are answering from Pixar. Pixar is their category.
How many points would you guys like to bet between 0 and 2? Give you a few seconds.
I think Jen is just scoffing at this category like,
I don't know. I didn't do so well in the second round, so.
All right. Jen, how many points you betting?
I bet 2.
All right. And Chris.
I just bet 1.
All right. Chris playing it safe.
Yeah.
all
so
right.
what's the question?
Your question is as such. What is the name of the middle par child in The Incredibles?
Incredibles 2 just came out, and it was quite good.
I hear everyone raving about that, even though I probably will just add that to the list of movies I have to watch.
You should watch it. It's actually quite good. On the Collider Live episode today, Christian said it was better than the first one, and I disagree, but it's still very good. Go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Chris this time.
Max.
That is incorrect. That's a 1-point loss for Pat Out of Hell. And Jen.
It's Dash because he's super fast.
Dash.
That is correct. Pat Out of Hell goes down 1. Smartacus goes up 2. It is now 22-19. And your third category is DC. You have the opportunity to pick who is answering for your team on this one. So who will be answering the question from DC?
I mean, Pat, go for it.
All right, sure. I'll go.
All right, Pat's taking it. And who's taking it for Smartacus?
Jen, what are you thinking?
Do you feel stronger in this? Because I have only seen the first Donner Superman. For all of
I'm
his.
taking this.
All right, it's Jess and Pat again. And your question will come to you as soon as you tell me how many points you bet, because I almost pulled the Tim Smith.
Oh, right there. Right there, buddy.
1.
1 for Jess. And Pat, how many did you bet?
2.
All right, 2. And your question from DC is a bit of a doozy in wording, so stick with me here.
Oh, like all your other questions.
What was the last live-action DC superhero film to be released prior to the DCEU? This was a fun question to write and test.
Yeah.
I would have been fucked because I'm between 2.
We're going to count it down. 5, 4, 3, 2,
You guys do have repeats if you need them.
1. Pens down. And we're going to start with Pat.
Jonah Hex.
That is incorrect. We'll go to Jess.
Green Lantern?
That is also incorrect. We were looking for The Dark Knight Rises.
God damn it, that was my other one.
Really?
The Dark Knight
That's the
Rises,
thing, that's-
released in 2012. Man of Steel, the beginning of the DCEU in 2013.
When was Hex released?
Yeah,
2010.
I was thinking about actual Batman.
Oh,
All right, with that, Pat Out of Hell drops down to 17. And Jess, you bet 1 or 2?
1.
1. All right, they drop down to 21. It is 21-17 going into the fourth question. And what's the next category that Chris and Jen have to answer?
All right. Your category that they must answer. They have no say in the matter. Back to the Future.
all right. Damn it. Damn it. We should have switched. Okay.
Yep.
You know, it's great because I got this.
Okay.
How many points would you like to bet between 0 and 2?
This is the last question, right?
Second to last. There's one more after this.
All right. I don't want to fuck us over.
Oh, God damn it.
This is fucking a disaster, and it's great.
All right, we'll start with Chris. How many points are you betting?
I'm betting 1.
All right, and Jen.
I also said 1.
All
All
right.
right, Sam, what is their question?
Their question in Back to the Future. What classic rock artist does Marvin call during Marty's performance in Back to the Future?
I wish I bet 3 points. Damn it.
You cannot bet up to 3 points, sir, but you can bet
3
up to
points
2.
is not an option, but you could have bet 2.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, Chris.
We go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Chris.
Johnny Be Good himself, Chuck Berry.
That is correct for 1 point. And Jen.
It's your cousin Marvin.
All right,
You
makes
know,
it
love it,
22.
Barry.
So we have reached the final question, which means there are no TKOs in this one. Your fifth category, you're going to be able to confer now. And Pat out of Hell, since you are behind, we will get bets from both teams, but Pat out of Hell, you will answer your question first. Category is Disney. How many points would both teams like to bet on Disney?
All right. Well, anyway, Pat, we're going to bet 2 points because we have nothing to fucking lose.
All right, they're betting 2. Smartacus, you're betting?
I would say 0, so we don't fuck this up.
0. All right.
No.
All right. 2 and 0. Pat out of Hell, your final question. What song from Oliver and Company earned a Golden Globe nomination for Best Original Song?
Why should I worry? Why should I worry?
That is correct for 2 points. And your winners.
Damn it.
Smartacus.
What would our question would have been?
Your question would have also come from Disney.
Okay.
And we'll talk about it off air so that way I can save it for a future match. But that was an intense game. That was an intensely close game. Almost a victory for Pat out of Hell. And there might be some very good news for Pat out of Hell in our post-match interviews coming up. But with Smartacus's win, they will be playing Blockbuster Video in the next round of the tournament in Fandom teams. This is a fun one. This was a very good match. Pat out of Hell has nothing to hang their head on. That was a great match from 2 great teams. Tim, you want to take them into post-match interviews?
Yeah. All right, we'll go to post-match interviews with our winner. We start with Smartacus, Jen Kemp, and Jessica Morgan. Ladies, how you feeling after that victory? Coming out with the 2-point victory over Pat out of Hell. How do you feel going forward?
I feel like it was a good match. Back to the future.
I feel a little bad that we had to take a knee in the last question. Sorry to ruin the suspense for everybody, but math is important.
We do trivia, not math.
Yes, you ruined the suspense, but that's okay. So many things I could say, but I'll shut up. Okay. But with this win, you girls are facing Blockbuster Video, which, I mean, if you were there for the match, other than just the audio of it, they had a very strong performance against NWA. Is there a certain worry you go in with this match with Blockbuster Video being very dangerous with certain categories? Is there, you just have to focus on your own strengths, or how do you two go into that, looking into facing Blockbuster Video now?
Well, now that Jen has kind of laid her weaknesses on the table, I think I'm rewatching all the DC and Star Trek films.
You're in charge of Star Trek.
Yeah,
I think it's whenever I play it's always we want to do our best. That's always how we want to play, and I think we have a really good balance here, particularly because like Star Trek is a huge weakness for me, but it's a huge strength for Jess. So we kind of have a nice balance going, and we're both just 2 big nerds, and we just want to get out there and do our best. So it doesn't really matter who we're facing. Sure, Video is a great team, but I'm more interested in just how well we perform in terms of who we're bouncing off of.
Yeah, and you both had a great chemistry coming into this, both like what you said there, Jess, with just balancing each other's strengths and weaknesses. But yeah, it's a great performance. 22 points. You two did excellent in Fandom teams for all the matches I've been a part of and have seen off air, because Caleb doesn't want to always host with me. But yes, a great performance, ladies. And do you have any final thoughts you would like to throw out there for your opponents of Blockbuster Video?
At least he got an Oliver and Company. At least Chris got an Oliver and Company Billy Joel question, but
yeah, that sounds like a feed there. I don't know about the mechanics of that question writing there. But yeah, I promise I will try to go watch a Star Trek movie, maybe. When I see another match here.
And the Dario, the feud continues.
All right. And ladies, congratulations again. That was great. I cannot wait to see you for your next match against Blockbuster Video. But now we go to our unfortunate losers, who one hell of a game, 20 points, Pat out of Hell, Chris Clark, and of course, Patrick Campbell. how are you guys feeling after that match? Like, I mean, that was one hell of a match. You guys did great in round 1. You did great in round 2. Round 3, it's just if probably a category would have switched for you, but it was still a great match, guys.
I feel like Pat killed it. Pat really killed it. I dropped the ball.
I died.
Yeah, I dropped the ball in round 1, but I should have gotten Kevin Costner. I should have gotten a lot of things that I blanked on. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because we are still in this to win this, and it is still, and it was still technically an annihilation. I will not give that up one single second.
Oh, no, Chris. It would have been an annihilation.
It would have been
out to get us. Did you see that wheel? Did you see how many times the wheel spun onto Disney?
Mm-hmm.
They played us. This whole thing was a setup from the word go. They were always out to get us. They've been saying from the beginning that I was carrying you and that there was no way we could win. And we showed them, even with the rigged wheel, that we could still hang in. So, you know what? All things considered, this match, it may have been rigged. It was a fucking disgrace. But the girls got it. It wasn't maybe fair and square, but, I'm going to hang our hat on it. I think we did all right. All things being equal, everyone was out to get us, and we showed that we are not here to fuck around. We are here to play, and we are here to dominate.
Yeah, I'd like to jump in with that comment real quick and let you guys know that you're not out of the tournament. In fact, you are locked in for the second chance bracket at the number 2 seed. Should anything happen, any further teams, it would take a bit of an upset to get a few teams to push you off, but you are right now the number 2 seeded second chance team with a high enough accuracy to make it back in. So nothing to hang your heads about.
That tells me that the judges know that they need us around.
Yeah,
because we're entertaining. They need the entertainment. They can't just get rid of us. So we have to be here. So the judges have to make sure that we stay in the bracket, and I'll take that. Thank you.
I also want to just say that Jen Kemp thought that she could TKO us with betting 0 points. I think that from now on, you should have to be mandatory, have to bet as many points as you need to so your opponents can have a climactic fight. Jen was too chicken to bet 2 points. That is why we lost.
I agree. I agree.
Chicken.
It was the Disney category. I would have got it.
You are too chicken.
My partner is talking right now, and he is right. And you know what? Had they bet the 2 points and gotten it wrong, we could have gotten it sudden death. This match could have continued to go. And instead, we were thrown to the wolves and given a question that clearly was set up to. That could have been such an amazing match. This could have been an all-timer. Right now, it's great. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But this was and could have been an all-time great match, and it was taken away from us by Jen Kemp and Math. Fuck you, Math.
Yeah, it could have been a contender. It could have been something. I'm quoting whatever that movie is with Marlon Brando. But you got what is it called? I forget what it's called. You could have been a contender. What is that called?
I feel like
that would be on the waterfront. On the waterfall.
Yeah, on the waterfall. The water.
On the waterfall. Okay.
I mean, waterfront. But you know what? It doesn't matter.
Again, Chris, these people are mocking you again. It doesn't matter what it was called. You are right. This was a beautiful point. And everyone is just out to get us. We're going to prove we are here to stay. No one is taking that away from us.
And to close it all off, hi, buddy. To close it all off of that stitch. To close it all off, we're right, you're wrong, we're big, you're little. Yeah, I'm quoting Matilda. Suckle on that. Yeah.
And with that, folks, we head back to our commentary team, and I feel like Jen Sturger right now at this moment. Back to our hosts, Caleb and Tim.
Well, that was some fun post-match interviews. Of course, Pat out of Hell now making the second chance bracket. Smartacus moving on to play Blockbuster Video. It's definitely going to be an interesting tournament going forward, as we have not seen the last of these two teams this season. Great performances from both teams. as Chris and Pat said, screw mouth. I hate it, and I'm with them on that. But this is definitely this is up for team match of the year in my mind. 100%. Down to the wire. It came down to the last question. It was intense all the way around.
Both of them had great performances. Both of them really keeping it even all the way through. I mean, hell, we went into round 3 tied at 18 apiece. And, the thing of it is people blame that math, but the math's there for a reason. It helps. It can either help or kill you on that, Caleb. And, I mean, granted, there's always changes to come with these matches and rules and what have you. But, I mean, both of these teams had a hell of a performance. And I would say, this would be up there for performance-wise match of the year. It's going to be very interesting to see how these two go in their next matchups because they won't be done for the year.
Absolutely. We will still see one begs to question, based on the talk from Chris and Pat, if we will see the Renegade Angels make the full transition into multiplex or not. But that is a question for another day. And that has been Fandom Fight round 1 of our team tournament. Just like two more matches left, and we're done here with round 1 and can finally start getting into our round 2 matchups. So thank you all for watching. We're going to get into our plugs, starting with our winner, Smartacus. Jen, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter, JK Meme Queen, and on Facebook, any kind of movie page trivia on there.
All right. And Jess, where can they find you?
You can find me all over Facebook and Twitter. I have an Instagram with absolutely nothing on it. And you can also find me right here at Multiplex, where I help Jim run the movie Warzone. We actually have our tournament finale that I need to sit down and write here after this is done.
All right. And Pat out of hell, Chris Clark, where can they find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at ChrisClark8788. Those numbers mean nothing. And every Saturday, producing the Schmodown Rundown, the official after show for the movie trivia Schmodown on Collider Podcast Network. So make sure to check that out. We go live either every Friday night or it's up pre-recorded every Saturday.
All right. And Pat, where can they find you?
Of course, guys, you can find me on Twitter at PJ_Campbell or Facebook at Patrick Campbell _PJ. You can look out for a new podcast coming from myself and Frank Janish called Something Rotten, where we are only going to be talking about rotten films on Rotten Tomatoes. We are very excited about that. And then, just keep an eye out on the behind the scenes of Collider and the Schmodown, because every once in a while you might see me.
All right. And TM Smith, where can I find you?
You can find me here on Multiplex. I kind of wonder if Jess stole a Vomit Nation's mascot of the cat, because that looks like the missing Felix. But you can find me here on Multiplex with a lot of help from the gracious Jess Morgan with movies. You can find me in here helping with Fandom whenever you need it, with Sports Battlefield, which we we have matches coming up which need to be edited and then we'll put on there, which is going to be very exciting. And, of course, TV Throwdown, which is one of our staples a lot. Hopefully starting the Fandom TV cycle soon, the regular TV, to get to our new champion. With a lot of our great shows out there, myself and Caleb doing fantasy football for Wednesdays, a lot of great shows, so many, which I know Caleb will get more into because I know he's going to be on a lot of them, but that's where you can find me.
All right, and you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Caleb Coho. That is KALEBKOHO. You can find me on YouTube, Caleb Coho, where I do music vlogs, all that sort of fun stuff. Coho Productions, where I do a lot of fun film-related, music-related, all sorts of video-related stuff. Fan trailers, movie reviews. My movie Chick Part 2 is up on both channels right now on YouTube. And you can find my album Shoot for Teams on iTunes, Spotify, wherever you consume your digital music. Shoot for Teams by my group, The Forks. You can also find me right here running Fandom Fights with Multiplex Entertainment, as well as hosting numerous shows around here, including Let's Make a Movie with Kay McMillan and Jake Marangoni. We debut our short films at the end of September. You can also find me with Tim hosting Multiplex Fantasy Football every Wednesday. By the time this goes up, we drafted on Wednesday. So if you have not seen our draft day special, Go check it out. There's hilarity that ensues, and watch us screw over Nico when he tries to draft his fantasy picks. And you can also find us right here hosting a bunch of different shows. I'll be hosting a show. I'll be hosting a show with Kane called Get It Right the First Time. That'll be debuting pretty soon, where we talk about movies that one of us has just seen for the first time. It's gonna be fun. Yes, it's named after the Billy Joel song, Chris. I think that's everything. So you can find me competing in all the leagues, playing in Warzone, Fandom TV, and right here in Fandom Fights, and Sports Battlefield, hopefully coming up soon. And that's about it. So from all of us here at Multiplex, that is Smartacus, Jen and Jess. That is Pat Out of Hell, Chris and Pat. That is the Commissioner, Tim Smith, and I am Caleb Coho, and this has been Fandom Fight Teams. We'll see you all next week.